This game never ceases to amaze with its characters. There are truly a lot of them, and the main thing is that each one is completely unique. However, the fate of today's character is one of the most tragic so far, and that's our buddy Dowy. I couldn't stop thinking about his strange and unusual behavior. What is going on with him? Where did he come from? What are the motives behind Dowy's betrayal at the end of chapter 4? What is hidden behind his true story? Well, let's start from the basics. Dowy was originally a toy developed by the Playtime company in the late 1950s. A clay doll, he became the second commercial hit that was periodically updated and revived in each new decade. Any tiny piece of your imagination could become reality with Dowy, which likely contributed to its success. But in the end, it's just a toy, right? You can even get one in a plush form yourself. He's not simply possessed by children's souls or anything like that, you get what I mean. The most important part is hidden within this guy. He first appears in chapter 4 of the game and presents himself as an ally. Dowy is sort of a leader in the hideout. Now the hideout is a place where all surviving monsters, those who haven't lost their sanity and aren't followers of the prototype cult, have taken refuge. Dowy seems to be the foundation and support of this place. However, he's not as simple as he might appear at first glance. You see, throughout chapter 4 you can notice how often Dowy changes his mood. He can be playful and joyful, calm and thoughtful, or even aggressive and sad. His tone of voice also changes abruptly, which makes everything feel suspicious from the start. But what's the truth? Let's go back a bit, because once upon a time, a boy named Jack received a toy Dowy as a gift, along with an invitation to tour the Playtime factory. During the visit, something happened that no one could have imagined. For unknown reasons, young Jack fell off a bridge and landed directly into a barrel, presumably one used to produce the special compounds for making Dowy toys. This incident appears to be referenced in Ergak in chapter 4. The event, which occurred in 1993, was marked as an accident by an employee named Brandon, who was responsible for the group of tourists. Although most of the report is unavailable to us, from the keywords and phrases, like mentions of a few people lagging behind, screams during the incident, triggered alarms, and a list of potential causes including poor parenting, we can at least infer the approximate date of Dowy's creation as part of the Large Bodies Initiative. 1993. Experiment No. 1322 is quite unique, as it was created from 3 individuals. The Dowy project includes test subjects numbered 1322A, 1322B, and 1322C. 3 different children, 3 distinct personalities. So who were these kids before the tragedy? The first to become 1322A was the very same Jack Ayers. In chapter 4, you'll find a note titled Mysterious Letter. It's addressed to the parents of the tragically deceased boy, and it says, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Ayers, we can bring him back. Your son Jack will live. Return to the factory in 6 weeks. We'll be waiting." So it seems that the incident during the tour didn't result in Jack's complete death. Still, the situation was so critical that the only way to prolong his life was through an experiment. Later, Mr. and Mrs. Ayers do indeed visit the factory and their son, which we'll return to soon. The second child, who became 1322B, is none other than Kevin Barnes. We first hear about him in chapter 3 of Poppy Playtime through a hidden VHS tape in a cozy house, where an employee records reports that are suddenly interrupted by a child. So we couldn't gather much useful info from that moment. Eventually the report continued, but in a later chapter. The scientist gave a thorough description of Kevin, and in short, here are the key takeaways.
Trouble getting along with others, aggressive and often confrontational social tendencies. What friends he does have, he's reported to have attacked in moments of intense play. The subject excels in all physical tests. Reflexes, reaction time, and mental fortitude all tested well above average in game station examinations.
Although Kevin was the main bully in the orphanage and generally difficult, his strong personality also helped him excel in the PlayStation tests. The scientists had concerns, but Dr. Harley Sawyer still believed Kevin was a suitable subject. So, it was settled. As for the third and final child, it was Matthew Hollard, designated as 1322C. Chapter 4 hides a detailed report on the test subject, outlining Matthew's background, a wonder child in every sense, kind, tactful, and empathetic, not particularly smart or athletic, but very charismatic. He arrived at the orphanage at age 15, extremely insecure but still a sort of leader to the younger kids. Now, Dowy holds exactly 3 entirely different personalities within him, a youthful and kind one, an aggressive and strong one, and a mature, thoughtful one. This explains the character's constant mood swings. Inside, each personality is fighting for control, occasionally pushing the others aside. Most often, the player interacts with 1322C, who tries to remain restrained to the end. Though this doesn't impact Dowy much in calm situations, even a fleeting emotion can trigger a breakdown. Returning to the mysterious letter, as mentioned earlier, Mr. and Mrs. Ayers return to Playtime Factory to see their son sometime after the incident, but they no longer find the innocent Jack. They're met with a giant monster created by the scientists. Still, the parents try to speak with their son, during which they encounter his different personalities. Sometimes these people, his parents, seem like total strangers to him, for obvious reasons. Eventually he snaps, screaming and killing them.
Mommy won't lie to you, Jackie. Mommy won't hurt you. I'd never hurt you.
Hey! Hey! Open this door! Oh, God. Susan! Please! Open the door!
Mr. and Mrs. Ayers are killed by their own child, who only realizes what he has done afterward, crying over it. At that moment, Jack's personality begins to dominate, apparently stronger than the rest, and later our poor Dowy tries even harder to stay in control. Matthew fights off the other personalities, trying not to let childish naivety or excessive anger take over. He wishes to become a more balanced version of himself. To help with this, Dowy records a special reminder tape reflecting on his desire to escape. He believes he can do it thanks to his unique traits, but he also remembers the others, those who are nothing like him, and knows they need him. During the disappearance of the puppy doll, Dowy is their only hope. He simply can't allow himself to abandon the others. A heavy burden. This recording serves as a reminder of his true purpose.
And having seen what I have, knowing how they see me, how much they need me, I'm going back. I wanted to make this in case I ever doubt or forget that. Just play this and remember.
Until your arrival, when irreversible things happen, the hideout is destroyed and his friends are dead. Everything he cherished and protected for years is now gone. Anger takes over, turning him into a real monster, ready to kill the player. There's no suppressing Kevin anymore. After a long chase and boss fight, Dowy catches you again, making one final attempt at revenge. During this, the clash of his 3 personalities is shown in the most vivid way. His rage, screaming at the player, represents Kevin. His moment of revelation, confessing how hard he tried to be better, represents Matthew. And after his final death, he musters the strength for a few last words. He cries and apologizes twice, using different tones, likely representing Jack and Matthew. Kevin probably feels no regret. He only prevented Dowy from becoming ideal, turning him into a ticking time bomb. And that bomb has finally gone off, concluding the dramatic story of a character named Dowy.